Hi guys, hope you're doing well. And I'm an immigrant, an expat, an economic migrant. I don't know, maybe just a loved up fool that came here 20 years ago and never went back home. I've had quite a few of these in the comments. I've been doing visa videos and it's been, well, you're immigrants. Call yourself immigrants. You're not expats. And I'm like, okay. I had a little look into it because it did take me back a bit because I got black friends here, or I have had when I was in Bangkok. That I'd meet regularly, and they refer to themselves as expats. Asian guys, Indian guys, YouTubers, black American YouTubers who refer to themselves as expats. I don't know, is it racist? Should we use it? And what am I? I suppose people would call me white, but I'm kind of Jewish. I have a Thai wife, I have a half British, half Thai daughter. I live here, but I'm not a citizen here. I don't have a Thai passport, Thai ID card. My visa states I'm a non-immigrant. I don't work here, so what am I? I don't know. Now, both words actually have similar definitions, and they've also gone through quite a lot of semantic change over the years. In France, expatriate meant to be banished, and then it went through the change of meaning predominantly white colonialists, and then to the modern sort of use of the word. The same with immigrant. My version of immigrant is the guys, or people arriving at Ellis Island or from other parts or other countries and being naturalized within a country. That's my understanding of immigrant, but that has also gone through changes. Now, it's kind of a political hot potato on both sides of the political divide. Yeah, when you look at discussions on it, there was one on the Facebook group here. Did so many different interpretations of this subject. So this Guardian article that was discussing the word expat in Hong Kong and Africa, as the writer finishes up by saying most white people deny that they enjoy the privileges of a racist system, and then went on to say if you see those expats in Africa, in the country she was referring to, call them immigrants like everyone else. And these were the comments I was getting. The fact that I'm even white discussing this will probably annoy some of the Guardian readers. So on the flip side, there was a rebuttal to this article in the Wall Street Journal. A guy from India, I believe, who was brought up in Singapore and kind of looked at the modern concept of the word. So, yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with colour. That's my perspective. However, I do think it might have something to do with economics, meaning that if, regardless of your colour, class, or age, if you come from a top tier country or the top 10 economies and you move to a lesser developed country, you're considered an expat. For instance, a US citizen coming to Thailand. But on the flip side, if a Thai, I say a wealthy Thai, even though it's a less developed country, it could be very wealthy and went to retire in the US, would they be considered an expat? So that is a question. So it's up to you guys. You can call me what you want. In relation to this topic. I mean, I know there's a few gnarly toes out there that will probably call me a few names, but that's my take on it. And I do get a bit annoyed with these little comments without backing it up with argument. And it's a lot of finger flicking and not putting things in historical perspective and just sort of just coming out with these virtual signaling little comments. Back them up. It doesn't need to be a thesis, just a couple of sentences if it's a good enough argument. And I saw a very interesting video, some kids, teenagers from the 50s and 60s from all different Asian, I think it was Asian, Southeast Asia, or Asian backgrounds, discussing discrimination. And it was amazing. It could be debated. You couldn't do that now. I don't know, I find the whole modern PC brigade quite ludicrous. And so if you're going to comment, actually, as I said, put an argument and a bit of thought behind it. So this 10-year visa we were discussing a few videos ago has actually been approved by the Thai cabinet. Well, it's quite high requirements. It's targeting 4 particular groups: your global wealthy citizen, your rich retiree, digital nomad, or professional type people. But just for the wealthy citizen, you need $1 million worth of assets, and you need to invest $500,000 in bonds. For the rich retirees, you need to invest $250,000 in government bonds and have an income of $40,000 a year. Both these you need the
$100,000 cover. Health insurance. We'll take a closer look at this when things become a bit more clear. This just came out yesterday. You do get perks. You can buy property, land apparently. I'm not sure exactly how much or what this will entail, if there are any limits. And you can get work permits, and you don't have to pay tax on foreign income, things like that. So we'll take a closer look further down the line. Now, we will be looking at some other visa options and non-visa options. I know a lot of guys don't want to put money in the bank, financial requirements, all that sort of stuff. So once the dust settles after the pandemic, things are still up in the air. We'll be having a closer look, especially Southeast Asia, Cambodia and Laos in particular, which can kind of be used as a base. These countries stay in Southeast Asia as a nomadic retiree. Oh, blue skies. It hasn't started raining yet for a couple of weeks, to be honest with you. The soil was still damp. We had loads of rain last night. So I think we can just squeeze in a quick phrase of the day, an impromptu one. What can we say? Bob me dog my suai. Suai, me see suai duai. Is that correct?
วันนี้มิสเตอร์บ๊อบมีดอกไม้สวย
Alright, so to give you an idea of how much rain we've had, this is a piece of land not far from my house that's been sold recently. And we've had rain here constantly for a week. Not near a river, this is just surface water. And it's also come out onto the road here. Got some bevies on the back there, good lad. And all the rice fields are completely, well, they're kind of flooded. They're pumping the water out at the moment. They've got a pump going over there. So we had a similar situation. We put the soil down on our house 20 years ago, and it got washed away, a lot of it. We got caught out and ended up putting about £3,000 worth of soil down. So if you are going to buy land with your partner, do your homework, ask the locals. Or you could end up buying something that, well, in the rainy season can end up looking like this. Good boy. All right. You like the rainy season, don't you? You sleep all day.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I think I keep forgetting to thank you guys and the comments. I do try to get to as many comments as I can. And more gnarly toads, welcome. Behave yourselves. Not sure what we're going to do next. It's a very random channel, if you haven't realised that already. And I don't know, I might have order some kratom. Actually, I saw some on Facebook, or kratom, whatever you call it. It's been legalised recently, so I might see what all the fuss is about. And so we'll see. Anyway, on that note, I'll say stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.